Hello, my name is Gina Jean, and today I'm going to give you a look at Pinterest and how it can be used in the classroom as a resource and for research. A lot of times people don't realize the power of Pinterest as an educational tool. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to log in. Once I've logged into Pinterest, you'll see that all of these pins pop up, and these are my most recent. So people that I'm following or something will pop up. I'm going to click on my name, and that's going to bring up my boards. Now, Pinterest is a web and mobile application company that offers a visual discovery, collection, sharing, and storage tool. Users create and share the collections of visual bookmarks, which are these boards that you see in front of you now, and they are created through a user selecting an item, page, website, whatever online and pinning it into either a new board or an existing board. You can also follow other people's boards, and those pins are then shown to you at login. Pinterest is a place to discover ideas for all of your projects and interests, handpicked by people like you. So you can see here that I have a wide variety of boards. The boards you see in front of me are my personal boards, and then as we scroll down you can see the boards that I've created for my classes. I teach a lot of photography and graphic design classes, and so as I give assignments, if I have a project, say in my portraiture class, they have to do senior pictures. When I assign that senior portrait project, I create a Pinterest board of examples and provide that link to the board for the students. So if I click on my senior girl, then what I do is I go up here and I copy that link and I will post it on my LMS for the students to refer back to. This works well, especially for my students, which are creatives. They're very visual. They want to see examples. If I tell them that I want a 3/4 shot, they need me to show them what a 3/4 shot is of a person. You'll see that I have several different boards here for my expressive photography class as well, which includes architectural photography, panoramics, food, etc. But for K through 12, this could be very beneficial for you as well. As an instructor, what you could do is, in the search up here, let's say you're teaching science lessons on gravity this week. I'm going to type in gravity lesson. What you'll see is each word is separated up here at the top, and it starts giving you further suggestions as far as how you can categorize this. So if I wanted to break it down, I could say, okay, I want 3rd grade gravity lessons, and it will come up with different ideas that are age appropriate for 3rd graders. Another great way that K through 12 instructors use Pinterest is in setting up their classrooms. So I'm going to type up classroom layouts, and we'll see all sorts of ideas on creating bulletin boards, on laying out the classroom as far as desks go, on craft ideas, decorating ideas, etc. Let's say I want to do a search just on lesson plans in general. Type in lesson plans, it'll bring it up, and then here's all the different categories that are pre-existing, and I can scroll through those to get additional ones. So let's say I want to do a Spanish lesson plan. It will come up with several different ideas, from bulletin boards and posters, games, activities, videos, content. There's a wide variety. Now if I click on one of these lesson plans, so how to create fun Spanish lesson plans, you'll see you get a description down here of this pin, and then this is a link. So I can click on this link and it will take me to the website where this resides, or I can also see the board, the Pinterest board, where this pin has been posted to. So I can go and I can look at the Spanish lesson plans board that was created by this pinner, and I can see what else they've pinned on that same subject. Now I'm going to go back. If I were to click on that, it would bring me to the Spanish lesson plan site where I would have access to the information from that pin. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Pinterest board. And let's say that I'm going to teach my students a lesson on macro photography. So I would come up here, highlight in the search bar, type in macro photography. Here are a lot of really interesting pins. Look at this interesting little guy here. Not often would I say a jumping spider is cute, but this is a beautiful photograph. So what I would do if I wanted to save this one for my students, I would select pin it. I would go in and I would select the board that I want to pin it to. So I'm going to select macro photography. It's always a good idea to include copyright information when using photography, design, anything that someone's created, just to give the correct owner their due. And then make sure I click pin it. It's going to bring this up, and this window just says that someone else has pinned this image and this is their board. So I can go to that board and view it. Here it is. It goes back to where we were, and I can then scroll down and view other macro images. So Pinterest is free. You can have boards that are public or private, so you can hide your boards and restrict access. And one of the major pitfalls that I would say Pinterest has for it is that it is not secure for underage users. And then also, it's very easy to get sidetracked. If I'm looking for something in particular and my pins pop up and I see this wonderful shot, and then I go down these rabbit holes. And it's very easy to lose time when you're on Pinterest. Some of the interesting things about Pinterest are there are apps that you can use for Android or iOS devices. You can install a pin it button. You can see it up here on the right hand side of my toolbar, where you can pin things from the web as you're online surfing. If you create a website, you can install a Pinterest widget, which makes it easy for pins to be done from the website. And it's very easy to invite people to follow your Pinterest boards. You can also create business accounts for Pinterest, and this is a great marketing tool. A lot of times people will be discovered on Pinterest, and pins can go viral very quickly. And if you have a business account, you can view your analytics. You can see what people are looking at and what's drawing the most views, etc., and expand on them based on that knowledge. Well, that concludes Pinterest.